You want a man to chase you? Then you have to be someone worth chasing, someone he can't quite reach, someone mysterious, a little distant, because if you're too available, there's no journey, no fire, no hunger. Let's start with this. Are you comfortable in your feminine energy? A lot of women aren't, and it's not their fault. They grew up without being protected, so they had to protect themselves. That made them step into their masculine way too early. Always alert, giving, surviving, but never receiving. Here's how you know. When someone does something kind for you, do you feel awkward? Do you feel guilty? Do you brush it off like it was nothing? Instead of simply saying thank you. If compliments make you shrink, if you feel like you owe someone back immediately, you're not resting in your feminine. And guess what? You will keep attracting men who want to be in their feminine. Men who crave compliments, who want you to make them feel special, not the other way around. A masculine man wants to do for you. That's how he feels worthy. That's how he connects. You receive, he gives. That's the flow. That's the dance. So how do you attract that kind of man? First, have standards and stick to them. Masculine men do, not just exist. If a man says, I know you're upset, but at least I'm here. That's not masculinity. That's passive. Being present without action is not enough. Presence is feminine, action is masculine. So when he says, I'm still here, what he's really saying is, I don't have to do more because just being in your life should be enough. And that's dangerous. It means he's not afraid to do nothing. It's a subtle threat too. I'm here, but I could also leave. So have boundaries. Set the tone early, and even if it's late, it's never too late to raise your standards. Let him step up or let him walk away. Either way, you win. If he wants the benefits of a married woman, like cooking, cleaning, loyalty, commitment, exclusivity, then he needs to commit. Marriage is the container for that kind of access. Don't give wife privileges to a man who hasn't even earned boyfriend status. Don't owe exclusivity to someone just because they texted you good morning. You're allowed to have options. You're allowed to take your time. And if that scares him away, good. Because what's the point of keeping someone who's going to run the second it gets real? A lot of women cut off everyone the moment one guy shows interest. They say goodbye to guy friends, every girlfriend, all for a maybe. Don't do that. Make him work for it. You're not making it hard because you're cruel. You're making it hard because you're valuable. If a guy is scared of effort, he was never going to stay during the hard times anyway. Do you want him to leave after 2 years when you're deeply attached? Or would you rather he bounce in week 1? Men don't lower their standards for anyone, and neither should you. If you knew how men really choose women, you'd never shrink yourself again. Your job isn't to burn a 50 into 100. You're looking for 150. Someone who already meets you at your level and still wants to rise. Now let's go deep for a moment. If you didn't feel emotionally protected as a child, you might believe you're not worthy of love. That's how trauma works. You go where it feels familiar, not where it feels safe. So when a man with real love shows up, you panic because it's too soft, too foreign. Like sleeping in a real bed when you've always known the cold, harsh floor. The floor is painful, yes, but it's comfortable because it's familiar. It's what you know. And sometimes what we know is what keeps us stuck. You feel oddly safe in relationships where there is no love because that's what you're used to. But when someone actually loves you, you freeze. It's new. It's unfamiliar. You don't know how to receive it. What do I even do with this? Or maybe you grew up having to protect your younger siblings or to take care of your parents emotionally, so now you turn into the mom or dad in your romantic relationships. You can't meet your partner eye to eye because deep down you've become their caretaker. But no one really wants to date their mother or their father. You know what I mean? Unless they are still carrying wounds they haven't looked at yet. And some men, they're still looking for their mom because they never really had one. And when a man sees his mother in you, he will look for his lover in someone else. Because no one wants to make love to their mother. If you grew up in a home where no one ever saw your light, you now feel this intense urge to prove your worth to people, even to those who already chose you. But listen, you don't need to earn someone's love. They came to you. You didn't trick them into it. You don't need to justify why you're worthy. And just because a man has money doesn't mean he's in his masculine energy. The masculine provides, not just financially, but emotionally, energetically. I'm not saying you should only be with someone who spends on you, but masculine energy loves to show up and to give and to hold the space. If you're constantly feeling unfulfilled in a relationship, it's because there's a gap between what you hoped for and what's actually happening. So, what do most women do when there is a gap? They stay and try to fix it. Try to fix him. But people don't change because we want them to, they change because they want to. If a guy starts ranting about all his toxic exes the moment he meets you, that's a red flag. Because someone who thinks everyone else is the problem usually is the problem. And sometimes that's just a manipulative tactic. They've clocked your kindness, they want your empathy, they want to hook you emotionally. They want to turn you into their healer, and suddenly, you're in a relationship not because of love, but because you want to prove you can fix him, that you're different. I know I've been talking about men who manipulate, but let's not forget something. Even good men carry wounds, just like we do. Some of us women are stuck in masculine energy because we had to protect ourselves as little girls. And some men, they're stuck in wounded feminine, afraid of commitment, terrified of intimacy, scared to be truly seen. But listen carefully. Just because a man is good doesn't mean you have to abandon your desires. If you want commitment, that's valid. That's sacred. If he says he's not ready, that's fine. But that's not a cue for you to shrink. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is walk away. Not to punish them, but to protect yourself. To show them that staying in the comfort zone isn't growth. That love stretches you. A butterfly doesn't grow if you cut the cocoon open for her. She needs to fight her way out. That struggle strengthens her wings. So don't rob someone of the chance to grow. And don't rob yourself of what you deeply want. You are valuable simply because you exist. You are not too much. You are not hard to love. And if someone can't give you what you need, that's not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of their limits. Be the prize, act like the prize. The trophy never chases the player works to earn it. So when a man disrespects your boundaries, like ignoring your messages, turning off his phone, or ghosting you after you've asked for communication, don't reward bad behavior, don't double text, don't chase, don't give him energy. Disappearing is your superpower. When you vanish after he messes up, he learns something very important. That bad behavior is not an option. It's not even on the table. If this touched something inside you, go dive deep into the next video that just popped up on the screen. Your soul chose to be here, and it's just getting